Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another Gamer Stars video. And this time I'm going to be talking about a few different things. Well, actually, maybe only really two, but two of those things kind of collide into one subject. And that is the whole issue of companies asking for the Nintendo fan base to port beg for them. Capcom recently came out to say, hey, you want Dante and Smash, beg for Dante and Smash to get DMC 5 on the Switch. That brings up two questions for me. But first, before I even get to those questions, another thing that I know is going to happen, because Namco Bandai has had this pattern so far, is to say, hey, we can put this game on the Switch, but we need you guys to let us know that you want it. And they have a Dragon Ball Z RPG literally coming very soon. So I'm like, are you serious? Like, you know it's Dragon Ball, and it's an RPG. Two things that have done very well so far on the Switch. Two things that would do very well mostly anywhere for the most part. But you're not actually going to at all think about putting it on the Switch. Like the trailer that they had was only for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Which I have no problem with that. But for the simple fact that I know that they're going to come around and be like, hey, if you guys want it for the Switch, why don't you ask us for it? Just so that they can draw more attention to it. And I know that's the particular reason that they're doing it, because this is how they've made their sales. Because they draw attention to the game using the Switch, and knowing that the Switch is popular at this very point in time. I mean, it's a good way to advertise, but at the same time, you're sowing bad seeds with the fucking consumer base that you're trying to get to buy the game. And you're eventually going to put them off of buying your products if you keep this up. So that needs to stop. Like, that Dragon Ball Z RPG literally should have been listed for the Switch too. Like, because you know it can run on the damn thing. And there's no reason it couldn't. Now, going back to Capcom. Now, here's my thing. If Devil May Cry 5 could possibly be put on the Switch, why can't you guys put the Resident Evil 2 remake on the Switch? Because honestly, looking at the two games, there's not really much graphically happening in Resident Evil 2, the Resident Evil 2 remake, that's not going on in the Devil May Cry 5 game. So you guys are basically telling me that you're just shortchanging the Switch intentionally. Like, you guys have just literally put that out there for people that actually sat down and thought about that. Seriously. It's different to do it than to make it so that people can actually have a way to think about it. And you just basically did that, Capcom, and that's not a good look for people that pick up on it. Because the people that pick up on it, like me, will say something about it. And those people that say something about it, it'll get to other people, and those people will say something about it, and then it spreads. So, you guys really shouldn't have done that shit. Like, if you want Dante and Devil May Cry, I mean, not Devil May Cry, gosh, he's the lead character of Devil May Cry. If you wanted Dante and Smash, why don't you guys go to Nintendo and try to work out a deal? I mean, that would only make sense, right? It's not like you don't have a working relationship with Nintendo. It's not like you haven't sold shit on the Switch that was, like, you know, done very well for some reason. It's not like you haven't grown off of Nintendo as a fucking consumer platform since, what, the 80s? Come on, Capcom. This is simple shit. Like, you have working contracts and working relationship with Nintendo. You should not try to fucking use the fan base to port beg for you. And Namco Bandai shouldn't either. Like, it's getting to a point. I'm like, yeah, me personally, I've sent out tweets and stuff. Like, but it was more or less because I had already had an idea, and I was already sharing the idea anyway, and it already fell in line with what they were doing. Like, if I didn't already have it set to do that, then no, I'm not doing it. Just like the Dragon Ball Z game. I possibly was thinking about doing a pitch for Switch video for it. Then I was like, no, I don't need to. But like, eventually they're going to put it on the Switch anyway. And they're just going to use the port begging thing to draw more attention to it. That's what their plan has been. That's what they've been doing. They exclude the Switch so that they can release it later and make a bigger, like, it's kind of like trying to always make it look like they're beaming up sales, which, like, honestly, it's actually a pretty smart thing to do from the business side of things. Like, but when you're the consumer looking at it, it's like they're just treating you shitty. So I'm just saying that's what I'm seeing them do. And it's just like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, there shouldn't be a whole crap ton of port bagging. Like, especially if you know that the game that you have, you could put on the platform. You can have it run on it. You know you can do it. Do it. Like, you'll probably make more money doing it releasing it at the same time than waiting to release it separately. To be fully honest. Because there'll be more people interested in it. But like, oh shit, I'm getting it at the same time as everybody else. I can get it early and get playing on it. Like, that goodwill toward the consumers on the platform goes a long way. And it's like the companies are not understanding that for some reason. But, yeah, that was that. Though, like, I don't really want to stick on that subject too long. Like, I don't have a reason to. But I have come to the situation where I have too many videos for Pitch for Switch and fucking 3DS game ideas planned out. Like, this month is fully covered. I already started working on my videos for next month. And I'm well into April at this point as far as those videos go. Because they only release once a week per series and stuff like that. So I'm good on those until April. And I'm working on more what ifs now, trying to get those done ahead. There's been a change of plans for this weekend, though, because I had one I was going to do, but then I realized I need to do a continuation to my What If I Made Street Fighter 6 video, because there was some stuff I accidentally left out. And that's because I started recording. Then a situation happened with my kids, and I forgot that the stuff that I had recorded got messed up when I was doing the subsequent recording. That's why, like, anybody listens, you'll hear me ponder something about, I think it's about Urien and Shadowloo and stuff like that, because I was thinking I'd already recorded it, which I did, but it was a separate recording that I ended up deleting. So I have to go back and fix that and add that stuff in. Man. But I'm trying to get that out the way, and then I can have my other stuff that I'm working on. Yeah, I've been extremely busy on getting my videos done. So there's one that I'm really, really interested in seeing how people react to it, because it's based on a mobile game, and it is a Pitch for Switch. It is a Pitch for Switch thing. Is a take on the mobile game that would fit for home platforms, that would be a fighting game. Like, people who have my Twitter or have seen my Twitter post probably might know already what I'm talking about, because I had mentioned it there like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. But it's taking the mobile game, taking the story points from the mobile game and converting it over into a fighting game. And I've, like, been pondering and thinking about it and figuring out how it could be done. And, like, I think what I've come up with so far is actually pretty daggone good. And I was hoping it would be this month, February, but it's not going to be until, like, the middle of March that you guys get to hear that video. Because there will be a video, because there's going to be gameplay in the background and stuff like that, and different images used and stuff for a reason. Like, it is for a reason. But I think it's going to be interesting. And I just wanted to get that out there and let anybody know, like, you got something that's going to be unique to look forward to as far as the Pitch for Switch series. And I'm going to hopefully try to get it sent to Arc System Works and Nintendo, and see if somebody gives me a response on the idea. Because I think it would actually be pretty cool. But that's really it. I don't have a whole lot more to say, so I'm going to go ahead and cut out here. It's already raining outside, and I'm outside of work. I've literally done almost everything I can do at my job right now, and I have to wait for more work to come in. So, like I said, I'll take a moment and do a video real quick. But that's it. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears up for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games, and peace out.